Hey guys, so welcome to my skincare conundrum series, and in this video we are going to talk about fungal acne. Now this particular skin condition is really tricky because it can be sometimes misdiagnosed by even doctors. Now this is a sort of skin condition that is really common nowadays, and in this video I am going to delve upon all of the queries that you would have regarding fungal acne, what it is, what it does, what is the basic difference between your normal acne and fungal acne, what are the treatments and some of the ingredients that you should look for to avoid if you have fungal acne, and lastly some of the product recommendation that you might consider if you are having fungal acne. So stay tuned till the end to know everything that you need to know regarding fungal acne and how you should deal with this particular skin condition. So hey guys, this is Maitrayee Halder. If you are seeing this face for the very first time, I do make a lot of videos regarding skincare such as this one mixed with a couple of contents that I really like. So if you are into that genre, then do consider subscribing and hitting on that bell notification to get notified every time I upload, and do not forget to follow me in my social media accounts which will be linked in the bottom box below, where I'm the most active and you get to be a part of what goes into my videos, and especially my Instagram where I do a couple of live sessions to help out with your skincare concerns. So without any further ado, let's just get ahead with today's video, which is fungal acne. Now fungal acne is a term which is given by a lot of people because the medical term of this particular condition is Heterosporum follicularis, are commonly known as Malassezia follicularis. This is really complicated term, and to simplify that, we call this particular skin concern as fungal acne. Now fungal acne technically doesn't exist because fungus doesn't exist in our skin, but we have a yeast called as Malassezia which does thrives on the top layer of our skin, and so does its best friend, which is Cutibacterium acnes. Now this Malassezia and the P. acnes or Cutibacterium acnes are naturally present in our skin. Now the problem arises when they eat all the oil that is present in our hair follicles, and then Cutibacterium acnes turn into comedones or acne, and Malassezia forms into fungal acne. So to just summarize this, Malassezia, which is naturally present in our skin, when it feeds upon the excess oil that is present in our hair follicles, it overproduces and causes tiny small acne-like bumps, and it can be commonly seen around our forehead, our back, our chest, and also it can occur pretty much any part of your body. Coming to the causes, now the main cause of Malassezia is excess sebum and oil production. If you are from an oilier skin background, you are much more susceptible to get fungal acne, but even dry skin people can also develop fungal acne. Excess sweating is another reason that you might develop fungal acne because you are creating this breeding ground for your Cutibacterium acnes or your Malassezia to overproduce and cause the skin conditions. And lastly, products that does contain some sort of food source for this Malassezia. Now if you ask someone who has never gotten fungal acne, this is not of your concern, but when you get fungal acne, you are much more susceptible to fungal acne. Now the product which has this food sources for Malassezia, I will include a lot of them in my ingredients checklist, which you should look upon in the later part of the video. But this product which does contain this food sources will feed this Malassezia and will cause it to overproduce. Now coming on to the most important question, what is the basic difference of acne compared to fungal acne? Now fungal acne is a particular skin condition that many doctors and dermatologists are sometimes misdiagnose you and give you a medication which is specifically for acne. Now if you ask someone who is suffering from fungal acne and you are using acne fighting products, your fungal acne will not disappear because this is a sort of condition which is really different from acne. Now as I mentioned, Cutibacterium acnes is the main culprit for your acne, and Malassezia is the main culprit for your fungal acne. Now these are best friends, but they have different moods and they are really different. They are not identical. So for example, me and my best friend, I love spicy food, she hates spicy food. So if you present to us a very spicy food, I will really like it, but my friend would not like it and she would not eat it. So it's exactly the same thing. Malassezia and acne has different medications and different treatments to feed it completely. Now the most prominent difference that you can see and you can potentially differentiate what is fungal acne and what is P. acnes or your normal acne. Fungal acne will be really uniform, meaning it will have like small bumps which are really uniform, won't really hurt your skin like normal acne, and would be really itchy sometimes. Now if you ask someone who is suffering from acne, you might see that all of the acne that you might have are on a different size proportions and they really hurt you a lot. Fungal acne doesn't really does that. And also, if your acne treatment is not working on those pesty acne looking things, 99% of the chances that you have developed fungal acne. Now you do not have to be scared if you have fungal acne. These are the couple of treatments that I'm going to mention which are really effective in terms of fighting fungal acne. Now the most prominent treatment and this treatment that is suggested by a lot of dermatologists is ketoconazole. Now ketoconazole is an active ingredient that is present in a lot of anti-dandruff shampoos. Now I will suggest a percentage about 1% to 2%, and you can pretty much go ahead to any doctors and tell them to suggest you any kind of anti-dandruff shampoos. I am not suggesting you Head and Shoulders or any kind of commercially grade anti-dandruff shampoo because they do contain a very small amount of ketoconazole and that won't be really effective for fading down your fungal acne. So for example, I have scalp psoriasis and also I do have seborrheic dermatitis, which is so-called dandruff. Now this particular skin condition requires you to use a shampoo which contains coal tar and ketoconazole. Now my treatment shampoo does include these two things. This particular skin concern, I will really tell you guys to consult a dermatologist and have diagnosed, because this is a particular skin condition which requires a lot of time to go, and wrong medication can potentially make the fungal acne much more worse. And the correct way of using ketoconazole or any dandruff shampoos for your fungal acne is you use it as a face wash. So use it as a face wash and then do not wash it. Leave it for around 5 to 6 minutes and then you wash it. So it is like face wash come treatment for your fungal acne, and this is a sort of treatment that is recommended by a lot of different dermatologists. Coming to the next active ingredient, which is sulfur. Now sulfur is a particular ingredient which is really beneficial for both acne and fungal acne. When sulfur is introduced to your skin, it creates an acid called pentathionic acid, and it is literally poison to fungal acne. So this is one of the best treatments available out there in terms of fungal acne, and if you do have acne including fungal acne, sulfur can really help you. Another hybrid ingredient which does deals with acne and fungal acne is BHA. Now BHA is something that will cleanse out your pores, so use any kind of salicylic acid based product. So you can use a salicylic acid based cleanser, or you can use a salicylic acid based treatment which will work great for you. If your skin is not really great with salicylic acid, you can use LHA, which is basically the milder form of BHA, and it is something that is really great for sensitive skin. BHA is also a keratolytic agent and it is really beneficial for you. And lastly, for those DIY fans and DIY lovers, honey is the most safest DIY ingredient that you can ever use, and it is really great for fungal acne because it is not only antibacterial but it is also antimicrobial and antifungal, and it is a sort of natural humectant. And if you are not in a place to buy a lot of products, honey can really help you. So apply a little bit of honey onto the fungal acne areas. It will not only soothe the redness that you had but also helps you with getting rid of the fungal acne to a certain little extent. Now coming on to the ingredient checklist or ingredients that you should avoid when you have fungal acne. Now in all of my skincare conundrum videos, which you can check it in the bottom box below, I have included ingredient checklist which you should look upon in your products to buy. But in this video, I am going to include an ingredient checklist which is something that you should avoid when you have fungal acne. Now the basic rule of thumb if you have fungal acne is to include a lot of water-based products and exclude a lot of oil-based products, because Malassezia loves oil, because if you feed it, it will overproduce. Stuff like non-comedogenic and water-based, oil-free are some of the products that you should look upon. Now Malassezia loves the specific type of oil which is very long chained fatty acids. Palmitic acid, or basically you can Google it and write very long fatty chain acid examples. You can check a lot of examples there, and you should look upon these ingredients and avoid it because these are the junk foods for Malassezia, and Malassezia really likes them. Moisturizing or oil based esters or very long chain fatty acid-based ester is something that you should avoid. Esters are basically any kind of ingredient with a buffering agent or a moisturizing agent to create a particular product which is much more suitable to any sort of skin concerns such as sensitive skin or very reactive skin. But esters does contains a lot of moisturizing, sometimes oilier or fatty acid that will potentially be a food source to malassezia. Polysorbates are another example. This is an amazing surfactant in a lot of face washes, but this is also a very good food source for malassezia. So anything that does contains polysorbate you should exclude in this particular skin concern. Galactomyces is another ingredient, and also a lot of fermented or yeast ingredients that is included in a lot of good products which is really great for your skin. You should avoid it if you have fungal acne, because those are basically the best friends and they can potentially outgrow the malassezia. So you should avoid these particular ingredients until you get rid of malassezia. Now the next couple of ingredients are not really ingredients that are really proven and that can outgrow, but these are the certain ingredients that are really good for your microbiome, and microbiome does include your malassezia and the P. acnes which is naturally present in your skin. So stuff like ceramide, squalane, phospholipids, these are the three ingredients that you should cut down a little bit. But if you ask someone who believes in trial and error method, you can include it and check how your skin reacts to them. But these are basically the basic food sources of malassezia. Squalane is something that is present in our sebum. Ceramide is something which is really great for our microbiome, and again phospholipids are again for our lipid barrier, which is in turn helps in our skin barrier function. Coming to the product recommendation, however, you can basically use any kind of actives that you are using. There is not a set rule regarding actives which you should not include in fungal acne. So you can pretty much use your existing skincare, but you should exclude a lot of oil-based products and include a lot of water-based products. Stuff that I have mentioned in my treatment part, you should include some of them to get rid of your fungal acne, such as ketoconazole. Now ketoconazole is really important if you have fungal acne. Because I do not have fungal acne, I cannot really recommend a ketoconazole shampoo, but basically any medical grade shampoo that does contains ketoconazole would be readily available in online or in your local chemist. And a bonus product recommendation, or basically a tip, is that if you are a fan of double cleansing, which you should include to properly remove your oil and makeup, you should exclude a little bit of oil cleansing, especially when you have acne, because basically that is oil, but technically you are washing it off with water, so it should not be a concern. But if you want to be on the safe side, use micellar water instead. Micellar water will not only give you the double cleansing, so first use micellar water, then use your cleanser, and it will properly remove all your sunscreen or your makeup or the gunk and everything while you are doing double cleansing, because double cleansing is really important. You should include it in your PM routine. As for the products that should be beneficial, such as BHA, the BHA you can include is from COSRX. This is their BHA Blackhead Power Liquid, or this one from Minimalist, which is this salicylic 2%. You can use either of them. If your skin is not particularly great with BHA, you can try this Rovectin LHA Blemish Empower. And as for the ketoconazole shampoo, if I find, I will mention it in the bottom box below, so you can go ahead and check it. But do keep in mind, I am not a doctor, and you should go to a dermat or a doctor to be properly diagnosed with fungal acne. Hey guys, so that was my video on fungal acne. Now this is a particular skin condition that I don't personally have, but I did my research and put up this video to have a sort of starting point to look on to any of your fungal acne problems. You can pretty much follow this basic guidelines to have a starting point in your fungal acne journey, and I am sure you will find some of the tips beneficial. If you want to be 100% sure, then go to a good dermatologist and be properly diagnosed with this skin concern, and always be gentle on your skin. It's okay to have fungal acne, it's okay to have keratosis pilaris, it's okay to have maskne, and it's okay to have acne and any other skin concern that you might have. You just need to take care of your skin a little bit and your skin will thank you. This is one of the reasons why I do skincare conundrums in the first place, because we all need to normalize skin condition and we do not need to let it harm our self-esteem, because we are more than that. So hey guys, that was my video on fungal acne. If you like this video, then go ahead and comment down below any of the tips that you really liked or you want to include. Like this video if you like my content. Share this video to any of your friends who are suffering from fungal acne. Subscribe and hit on the bell notification, and I will see you in Monday's video, which is all about moisturizing. So see you there. Bye bye and take care.